Alright, yeah, I like this. I think that's great. Ether Helix, 5 mana, return target permanent to its owner's hand, or return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Ugh, it's boring. It's so boring. Beladros Witherbloom. For 7 mana, you got a 4/4 flyer. At the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 pest with when this creature dies, you gain 1 life. Pay 10 life. Untap all lands you control. Activate only once each turn. I feel like this guy and good old what's his face? John Dragonman. What's his name? Frick, I've forgotten. What's Corvold? I feel like Beladros and Corvold would be best friends. Free lunch, chat. How can you say no to free lunch? The pay 10 life, untap all lands. So you can pay him, you can play him on turn 7. Pay 10 life, untap all your lands, and do something else. That's pretty good. Beladros is female. Apologies. Combo with Yorn. Yeah, maybe. Or pass for lunch. Like, what are you sinking all that mana into though? In these colors, that's what you got to think about, right? What is the big finish? Because ideally, when you land Beladros down, you want to do something ridiculous. If there's like an activated ability of something on the board, or Torments of Hailfire. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine this guy finding a home in a Jund deck. The big dumb red spell with XXXRR. Oh, yeah. Crackle with Power? Yeah. Yeah. Could be Sultai, could be Jund. Yeah, I think this guy will find a home somewhere. Seems pretty cool. I'm just creating creatures every turn. It's pretty neat. Alright, Biomathematician. 3 mana 2/2. When this enters the battlefield, create a fractal token and put a 1/1 counter on each. What? Put a 1/1 counter on each fractal you control. That's pretty cool. If you're playing fractals, sure. Do you have any deck building guides you suggest? No. Not offhand. Maybe chat can help you out with that one, my friend. Yeah, 3 mana for 3 power. That's pretty good as a common. And if you have a board of fractals already, it's a nice buff. Sweet. Blade Historian for mixed... What is going on, cat? Oh, there's 2 cats now. Would you like to see the cats again, chat? Right, so now there's 2 cats and a dog. The dog is perturbed by these cats. And wants to get up there very much. Cute. Hey, Cliffjumper, thank you so much for 6 months, my friend. Blade Historian, so white reds 4 times. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. Could this guy replace Helvar in weenie decks, chat? Because you don't need shit to be equipped. It just gets double strike. Sure, he's not great by himself. But I kind of like that as a big finish for weenies, right? I think this could earn a slot somewhere, for sure. I mean, hell, even red decks. Granted, it's not as good as Torbrand. This card is fine, but I'm sad that they went to the trouble of making it Boros, not Borosy. But then there's this guy. Yeah, like, he doesn't seem like he fits with the whole, you know, exile, make token thingies. And he doesn't die to stomp, yeah. Yeah, this feels more Boros than Lorehold for sure. I think he could find a spot in in the thing. Only thing is Helvar can change equipments around. Yeah, but how often is that relevant? Yeah, and he can be grabbed off Winota triggers. That's gross. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, that'd be good with Winota. Okay. Alright, I like that guy. Blood Researcher. Minachi. It is a 2/2 for 3 mana. Whenever you gain life, put a 1/1 counter on Blood Researcher. Okay. With Menace? Oh, this card is gonna end so many games, dude. That is good. For a common, that card is very good. Shit. Shit. And it's a vampire. That's neat. I like that card a lot. If you're playing a life gain deck in those colors in standard, hell yeah, play this card. That's so cool. That's sick. I like it. It's Vamp. Let's go Sauron Golgaria. That's so sick. Okay, I like it. Cool. Blot out the sky for X, white, and a black. Create X tapped 2/1 white and black inkling creature tokens with flying. If X is 6 or more, destroy all non-creature, non-land permanents. Alright. So if you pay 8 mana, you can make 6 tap 2/1s. That's sorcery speed. And then blow up non-creature, non-land permanents. What about the creatures on the board, though? They're just gonna swing you and kill you. That card's not great. Body of Research for 3 green and 3 blue. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X 1/1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards in your library. I hope you like counting your cards. Oh, this card is silly. So you make a ginormous creature for 6 mana. Like a 40/40 or whatever the hell will be in standard. And then what? You just yeet it at their face? Just pick it up and throw it? You're like, oh, cool. I don't know. This is... yeah, then you fling it. Because it... yeah, it doesn't have haste. It doesn't have trample by itself. Terror of the Peaks, though, with this idiot coming out. Oh boy. AT-AT and Commander. Yeah. I feel like this card is for other formats. I don't know if it'll see play in standard. It's pretty dumb, though. Yeah, it's pretty dumb, though. Closing statement. This spell costs 2 less to cast during your end step. So if you pay 3 mana on your end step, you can destroy a target creature or planeswalker you don't control and put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature you do control. That's good. Yeah, I would play this in an Orzhov deck. I like that. 3 mana kill thing? Yeah. Yeah, I'm keen on that. Cool. Cram session. You gain 4 life, then you learn. Creative Outburst. Deals 5 damage to any target. Look at these. Wait, what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 7 mana. 2 blue, 2 red. 5 damage to any target. Look at the top 5 cards. Put one of them into your hand. The rest on the bottom in a random order. You can discard this and create a treasure token. Sure, it can help you ramp, so it's versatile. It can help you ramp early if you discard it. Make treasure. It's very expensive for what it does. I don't know. It's okay. It's not great though. Ramp and Izzet is relevant? Yeah, if you don't play more spells, I guess. Culling Ritual for 4 mana. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. Add add black or green for each permanent destroyed this way. Oh, this is good against weenies. This is real good against weenies and red decks. So you can blow shit. Because here's the thing, right? On turn 4, you want to wipe the board if you're up against if you're up against bullshit. I'm thinking constructed here, right? But then you can do nothing else. So chances are you're dead, son, after you've wiped the board. Because, like, if you're at 5, for example, if they've beaten the crap out of you, they can easily dump a hasty thing down and then beat the shit out of you again. With this, though, this is pretty darn cool. If you can blow up everything 2 mana or less, and then add 4 mana, if your opponent's got a bunch of 1/1s and 2/2s down, and then play creatures after that, I think this is a really good card. Yeah. The mana does not last till they play the hasty thing, though. No, but I'm saying you can then, after you've killed everything, put creatures down on the board. I think that's cool. So you basically have 8 mana available to you if you blow up 4 things on their board, for example. That's cool. I like it. Culmination of studies. For X, a blue and a red. Exile the top X cards of your library. For each land card exiled this way, create a token, treasure token. For each blue card, draw a card. For each red card, deals 1 damage to each opponent. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a good way to sink a shit ton of mana into something, right? You get a shit ton of treasures. You could possibly draw a shit ton of cards. And then deal a shit ton of damage. This is very, very cool. Ritual is for both sides of the board. Yeah, so if you have stuff on the board already and it blows your shit up, then okay, yeah, then you can get more, you can get even more mana potentially. So, like, I think this is very good against aggressive decks. But, you know, if you get to turn 4 and they've killed all your shit and you blow up their shit, then you can redeploy more shit. Yeah. I kind of like Culmination of Studies. I think you could have a lot of fun with this. I think you could have a lot of fun with this. Seems too random to be super impactful. But it could be fun. But it could be fun. I think this is like as a one-off in a deck. Like a spells deck? Why not? Just do it. Just do it. Alright, Demogoth Titan. Whenever Demogoth Titan attacks or blocks, sacrifice a creature. This is a 4-mana 11/10. Yes. Attacks or blocks, sack a creature. So this with a bunch of pests is obviously pretty good. I think it's not too shabby. In mono black or even Jund or mono green. I don't think it'll be in mono green because mono green doesn't really like losing its creatures. It's very, very big though. But yeah, flinging it could be fun. Just fill your library with Izzet spells? Yeah, do it. Or Prismari, whatever the hell it's called. Demogoth Woe Eater, a 7/6 for 4. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature. When you sack this creature, each opponent discards a card, you draw a card, and you gain 2 life. Okay, so if you can like set up your board with a bunch of little idiots before these idiots come down, that's pretty cool. Probably not standard playable, but still fun. Deadly Brew for 2 mana. Each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. If you sacked a permanent this way, you may return another permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Why sorcery? Make it instant. I'm never super keen on sacrifice effects, but it might find use somewhere and limited, who knows. Decisive Denial. Choose 1. Target creature you control fights another target creature you don't control. Or counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think more so for the non-creature spells countering is pretty sweet. But if you do need to protect your creatures or fight some shite, that could be cool too. It's good against creature decks and control decks or removal. This could see play. Potentially. Dina, Soul Steeper. 2 mana. A 1/3. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. Immediately love it. Don't need to see anything else. This is great. This is an awesome card. For 1 mana, sacrifice another creature. Dina gets plus X0 until end of turn when X is the sacrificed creature's power. Oh, this is such a good card. I love this card. I love this card so much. It is like Lampad, yes. Is this a set with Liliana's Arx? Yes. Not Arx, Onyx, sorry. Dina looks amazing. Yeah, I love this card. This is so good. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So if you attack with 3 life linkers, opponent loses 3 life. Yes. Yeah, this is the set Lampad, and I love it immediately. This is a great card. Double Major! Instant for a green and a blue. Copy target creature spell you control, except it isn't legendary if the spell is legendary. I can have 2 Dinas! Will she sigh like Lampad? Probably not. Also survives Stomp, yes. Haha. I mean, if you copy something with an ETB, this could be pretty good. It seems fun, but probably not worth the card. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too. Dramatic Finale. Enchantment. Creatures you control. Creature tokens you control get +1/+1. Whenever 1 or more non-token creatures you control die, you make a 2/1 Inkling with flying. This ability triggers only once each turn. I hate that it only triggers once each turn. Otherwise, I was going to be like, oh! I don't know how to feel about this. Probably good in an Inkling deck in Limited, but otherwise... Elemental Expressionist. 4 mana, red or blue. Magecraft is a 4/4 as well. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, choose target creature control until end of turn against. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. And when you exile this creature, create a 4/4 blue and red elemental creature token. Cast or copy an instant or sorcery, choose target creature control. Against. If this creature would leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting anywhere else. Okay, so I imagine, like, if you swing in here, say you're swinging with a bunch of dudes, right? Then you play a spell, like a burn spell or something. You choose a creature that's about to die in combat. It trades, kills the thing. You get a 4/4? That's not bad. A lot of work to get value off of it, though. And 4 mana is tough. 4 split mana like that. Yeah, I don't see it being played. I think it's better than it looks. I think it'll be pretty strong. If blue-red spells is a thing, for sure. Elemental Masterpiece, a 5 mana plus a blue and a red. Create 2 4/4 elemental creature tokens. Or discard it and create a treasure token. So it can either help you ramp or make 8 power for you for 7 mana. Not bad. That's pretty good rate for a common. So yeah, it's decent. Limited though. For 5 mana, you create a 4/4 blue and red elemental token. That's ass. Compared to that, this is ass. Eureka moment! I found it. Draw 2 cards. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So this is like slightly more, but more expensive growth spiral. You get to you get 2 cards. You dump a land down. It's a giant growth spiral, yeah. I'm kind of mad about that. Exhilarating Elocution. Put 2/1 counters on target creature control. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. Sure. If you have a wide board, this is a good like a good finisher, kind of like Heroic Reinforcements-esque. Good in limited. Probably about that. Expressive Iteration. A sorcery for a blue and a red. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand. Put one of them in the bottom of your library, and exile one of them. You may play the exiled card this turn. It's like a super scry, kind of. Scry and draw. Scry, draw, and play. Yeah, it can be a land. That's not bad. Again, not sure it'll find its way into any decks. Fractal Summoning's lesson. Create a 0/0 green and blue fractal token. Put X1 on counters on it. So X and then blue and green, blue and green. Sure, not bad. Fracture. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker. I love this card. I will 100% play this in any Orzhov-ish deck that I play. Sideboard card or whatever, just having Planeswalker, Artifact, and Enchantment removal on one card in these colors, that's very good. I like this a lot. And it's an instant, so yeah. Galazeth Prismari. A 3/4 for 4 mana. When this enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Artifacts you control have add 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. So, what's neat about old Galazeth Prismari is that any of the treasure tokens you create with your Prismari shit, they don't have to sacrifice themselves, which is really neat. So you can use them as they're all on the board. You can only use them to cast instants and sorceries. Otherwise, you have to sack them to make a color, but this is pretty cool. Yeah. For an instance deck, that's pretty sweet. I mean, there's a couple of Prismari cards that you discard them to make a treasure token. Like, you could play Magda with it, you could play Captain Lannery Storm with it, I guess. You could play Treasure Map in Historic. I think it's sweet. Do this and play something really big, yeah. I think that's cool. That'll find a home somewhere. Goldspan Dragon, yeah. Golden Ratio. Draw a card for each different power among creatures you control. Good for limited. Harness Infinity. 1. Black, 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 black. And green, 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 green. No, just 3 black, 3 green. Exchange your hand and graveyard. Exile Harness Infinity. My goodness me. Imagine if your graveyard is enormous and you're just like, woo, 7 mana. Voop. I have all these now. This card would be good in Commander, I think. Oof. I don't know if this will see play. It's a pretty powerful effect. 7 mana, draw 20 seems good. Yeah. It's very situational. It's hard to cast. But it looks like fun. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out somewhere. Free Ghost Forge. Yeah, this card's nutty. Alright. It is a 4/5, 4/5. It is a Dwarf Cleric. Spirits you control get +1/+1, have trample, and haste. Which is nice. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a spirit in addition to its other types and has. When this creature leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to your graveyard. This is very fucking good. This is so good. For spirits, or even just for, you know, as a powerful way to get important shit back to the battlefield. It's kind of like a Lorehold / Boros. What was that? Nightmare Shepherd? Kind of like that. This card is solid. What happens if you steal something, sack it, and then the spirit dies? I guess they would get their exiled card back. Wait, hang on. Whenever that non-token creature you control dies, so if you grab it and chow it, you exile it. Yeah, you get a copy of it. That's gross. Oh, that's so gross. I like that. I think this is a solid ass card. I like it a lot. Humiliate. Black and white. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control. Sure. Sure. Hand disruption and these... Yeah, I'll play that. I'll play the shit out of that. That's very good. I like that a lot. Infused with vitality. Until end of turn, target creature gains death touch, and when this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. You gain 2 life. Nice little combat trick. I like it. Inkling summoning. Create a 2/1 white and black inkling creature tokens flying. 3 mana. Yeah, sure. It's a lesson. Whatever. 3 mana, 2 loyalty planeswalker. Kasmina Enigma Sage. Each other planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of Kasmina. So, each planeswalker you control can, +2 to scry 1, -X to create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token. Put X 1/1 counters on it, -8. Search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with this planeswalker. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Alright, what's the biggest loyalty on a planeswalker that you can get, chat? I'm thinking Kiora. Yeah, with the war planeswalkers. So you get Kiora in, right? First. And then you plus her to get her to 8. No, you can't plus Kiora. Kiora's a 7. So you proliferate somehow. I think it's a 7. Ugin? Yeah, Ugin's an asshole. I'm thinking like cheap planeswalkers. Because then you can search for an instant or sorcery card that's blue or green. And then cost that without paying its mana cost. Kiora starts at 7 for 3. Yeah. But you can't plus Kiora. Oh, yeah, you can. You can plus it with the scry. You can get it to 9. And then you can -8 the Kiora the next turn to get... What's the biggest, dumbest green or blue instant or sorcery? Alrund's Epiphany? Ugh, that's gross. -8 on turn 5 seems fine. No, you can't get Coma. You can get Ultimatum. This is instant or sorcery. Ah, that's neat. Okay. This is very good. This is gonna see play, for sure. Killian Ink Duelist at 2/2 for black and white. It's got lifelink and Menache. Spells you cast that target a creature. Cost 2 less to cast. Spells you cast that target a creature cost 2 less to cast. Oh, that's neat. Alright, you make shit cheap. Does he make removal cheaper? Yes, he makes removal cheaper? Because it's not a creature you control. Oh, shit, he's good. Oh, I like this. Lifelink Menace, 2/2. Okay, dies to stomp, but still. Yeah, that's a solid-ass card. What a boss. Also, the 4-mana Anthem from earlier. Dude, yeah, that's a great fucking card. Oh, Killian, you and I are gonna be friends, buddy. Lorehold Apprentice. Magecraft, 2/2 for Boros, so Lorehold colors. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery until end of turn, spirit creatures you control gain. This creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. Oh, imagine shitting out an entire board of spirits, and then you have this down, and then you cast an instant or sorcery, and then they all tap. Oh, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a spirit what do you call them? Execution line, whatever. Damn. Yeah, for auras too, Killian? Oh my god, that's so good. Firing squad, that's the one. Spirit firing squad, exactly. Like this thing here, holding a freaking... This Gatling gun, but you know. Lorehold Command. Choose to create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Or creatures you control get +1/0 and indestructible and haste until end of turn. That seems good. Lorehold Command deals 3 damage to any target. Target player gains 3 life. Or sack a permanent, then draw 2 cards. Card draw is nice. Yeah, it's powerful. You can do shit with it. And it's an instant, so that's nice. Lorehold Excavation. 2 mana. Red and white. At the beginning of your end step, mill a card. If a land card was milled this way, you gain 1 life. Otherwise, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. For 5 mana, exile a creature card from your graveyard, create a spirit token. That's pretty cool. For a spirit-based deck, yeah, sure. The thing that sits there, it's annoying. It pings. Gains life and pings shit, yeah. I'm down for that. Lorehold Pledge Mage. First strike. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, it gets +1/0 till end of turn. The first striker 2/2 for 3. Don't hate it. And limited. That's fine. Maelstrom Muse. Flying 2/4 for 4. Whenever this attacks, the next instant or sorcery cost this turn costs X less to cast, where X is Maelstrom Muse's power as this ability resolves. Okay. That's pretty sweet. That's flying. If you can buff it up somehow. Yeah. Good limited card. Magna Opus deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of targets. Tap 2 target permanents. Create a 4/4 red and blue elemental creature token. Draw 2 cards. This is all for 8 mana. Or you can discard it to create a treasure token. I mean, yeah, if you can ramp up with this shit, like, you know, use the bigger spells or the multiples of to discard and make tokens, then you get the dragon down. And then you can Magna Opus. It's kind of cool. So you can, like, kill a bunch of little idiots. You can tap a bunch of shit and make a 4/4 and draw 2 cards. That's a lot of value. I like it. Make your mark. Target creatures +1/0 till end of turn. When that creature dies, create a red 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. For a Boros, Lorehold, whatever, or a mono red or a mono white deck, that's not bad. You can upgrade, like, what's his face? So if you have, what's that little idiot's name? Upgrade a dog? You can upgrade a dog, or you upgrade the goblin, not the Alseed, the one that deals damage equal to its power. My brain is frying here. In mono red, the goblin. Fireblade Charger. So you can give him a buff. He blows up, kills something, and then you get a 3/2 for it. That's not bad. I'd be keen to try something like that. Yeah, you can upgrade your 1-drops with this to 3/2s. Manifestation Sage is a 4 mana 2/2. When this enters the battlefield, you can make a 0/0 fractal creature token and put X1 on counters on it, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Ugh, I don't like that. Moldering Carrick, a 3/3 for 4 with trample and lifelink. Yeah, if you put counters on it too, that could be good. Zombie Croc seems sweet. Mortality Spear, the spell costs 2 less to cast if you gain life this turn. Destroy target non-land permanent. That's great too! You just have to gain like 1 frickin' life and then you can destroy non-land permanent for 2 mana? Hell yeah! Give me that shit every day. Bloody hell. That's uncommon, dude. That's amazing. That seems great. I love this. Hell yeah, I'm playing that. Needlethorn Drake. Flying Death Touch. 1/1 for 2 mana. That's pretty good. Augiar Battleseer. Hasty 3/4 for 5 that can scry 1. Not interested. Spear doesn't replace Binding though. Oh no, you want it for the discounted cost. For sure. so good. Where are we? Here. Owlin Shield Mage, a 3/3 for 5 mana. Flying Ward, pay 3 life. No. Not interested. It's kind of like the Grasping Thrall from Ravnica, whatever it said it was, or Allegiance. It can protect itself. Kinda. But I'm also kind of just like, it's kind of meh. Pest Summoning, create 2 pests. For 3 mana. That's not bad. Hello, Oogie. You were drinking water and you put it all over me. Practical Research, draw 4 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an instant or sorcery. Limited. Prismaria Apprentice, 2/2 for 2, or for a blue and a red. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Prismaria Apprentice can't be blocked this turn. If that spell had a mana value of 5 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on Prismaria Apprentice. Can't be blocked is cool. Would die to stomp. Pretty good for limited. Prismaria Command, choose 2. It deals 2 damage to any target. Target player draws 2 cards and discards 2 cards. Target player creates a treasure token. Destroy target artifact. The commands in general are pretty decent, but I don't know about them being played outside of limited, except for maybe the Lorehold one. But we'll see when we get to the rest of them. Prismaria Pledge Mage, a 3/3 for 2 mana with Defender. And whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. That's neat. I don't hate that. I think it's really cool. Hundrex Apprentice is a 2/2 for Quentins colors. Magecraft, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, look at the top 3 cards. You may reveal a land card from among them and put that card into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in any order. A land finder for 2 mana? When you play a thing, that's dope. I like it. I like it. That's very good. Hundrex Command. Return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Counter target artifacts or enchantment spell. Put 2 1/1 counters on target creature. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Yeah, seems neat. And the colors, I like it. Yeah, it does feel like the Constellation Satyr, the Wayfinder. Quandrix Cultivator for 1 and 3 many million manas. When this enters the battlefield, you may search your life for a basic forest or island card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Seems good. Sure, why not? Like, the costing cost is a little bit iffy, but, you know, it seems decent. Finding a land, turtle. Yeah, it doesn't say tapped, it's just like, just onto the battlefield. Here, go find mana, cool. Yeah, I like it. Hundrex Pledge Mage, a 2/2 for 3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, put a 1/1 counter on the Pledge Mage. Seems solid. Quintorius Field Historian. Spirits you control get +1/0. I already like it. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Nice. For 5 mana, it's a bit expensive, but, you know, in spirit nonsense, this is fun. Spirits. Radiant Scroll Wielder. Instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random from your graveyard, and you may cast it this turn. If a spell cast this way will be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. So another roll of the dice kind of card. 4 mana, 2/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile at random. So after untap, exile, then you can cast it. Seems good. Why not? Pretty good with the other spirit guys since you get double spirits, right? Whenever 1 or more cards leaves your graveyard, create it. Yeah, make spirits. These guys seem good together. You only get 1? Wait, who's the other double spirit guy? Yeah, it only leaves once. Reconstruct History. For 4 mana, return up to 1 target artifact card, up to 1 target enchantment, instant, sorcery, planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Exile, Reconstruct History. That's pretty neat. So if you dumped a bunch of shit in your bin, you can get stuff back. Could be fun. Relic Sloth, Vigilance, Menache, a 4/4 for 5. That's pretty cool. Good attacker, good blocker. Limited. Returned Past Caller for 3 and million manas. When this enters the battlefield, return target spirit, instant, or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. A 5/2 for 6. Sorry, 4/2 for 6. That flies. Yeah, I don't mind that. I wouldn't play it though, but I don't mind that. Rip Apart. Deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. I like it. For a Boros deck, hell yeah. I can play that. I'd play that. In a Boros deck. Seems dope. Rise of Extis. Exile target creature. Exile up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard. Learn. Sure. Ruta, Mercurial Artist. Return this to its owner's hand. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control. You may choose new targets for the copies. So for 2 mana, basically, you copy an instant or sorcery. Sure. A lot of these are just like, yeah, okay, fine. Rushed Rebirth. Choose target creature. When that creature dies this turn, search your library for a creature card with lesser mana value. Put it onto the battlefield, tapped, then shuffle. I like this card because it can do any target creature, not just yours. So if your opponent has a creature that's going to die or something, you can go and yoink out a creature from your graveyard or from your library and dump it on the battlefield. This is sweet. I like this card a lot. Shadewing Laureate for 3 manas. Is a 2/2 flyer. Whenever another creature you control with flying dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. That's pretty cool. The casting cost sucks, but this is a pretty cool card. Shadrix Silverquill. Flying double strike 2/5 4/5. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may choose 2. Each mode must target a different player. Target player creates a 2/1 white and black inkling creature token with flying. Target player draws a card and loses 1 life. Target player puts a 1/1 counter on each creature they control. Right, so I would like to put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control, and you can have a card and lose a life. This looks cool. I like this card a lot. I think making a inkling deck is going to be quite fun. I think it's pretty sweet. Just being able to put counters on each dude. Yeah. Silverquill Apprentice. 2/2 for 2. He looks like he's doing a Fortnite pose, but whatever. Magecraft. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, or copy it, target creature gets +1/0 until end of turn. Meh. Silverquill Command. Target creature gets +2/+3 and gains flying until end of turn. That's good. Return target card with CMC 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That's good. Return target... What? Target player draws a card and loses a life. Cool. Target opponent's sacrifices a creature. Yeah, Silverquill Command's very good. I like that. Silverquill Pledge Mage. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Silverquill Pledge Mage gains your choice of flying or lifelink until end of turn. It's a 3/1 for 3. Giving it flying would be cool. That's neat. Not amazing, but it's neat. Silverquill Silencer. As this enters the battlefield, choose a non-land card name. Whenever an opponent casts a spell with the chosen name, they lose 3 life and you draw a card. Ooh. What a nice little hate bear. Oh, you're playing a 7 dwarves deck? 7 dwarves! Yeah, I like this card. That's cool. Spectacle Mage. Flying. 2/2 for 3. Instant and sorcery spells you cast with mana value 5 or greater cost 1 less to cast. Sure. Spirit Summoning. Create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Cool. Spiteful Squad. Death Touch 0/0 enters the battlefield with 2 1/1 counters on it. When it dies, put its counters on target creature you control. Ugh. It's a good Death Toucher, but 4 mana is a little rough. Square Up. Target creature has base power and toughness 4/4 until end of turn. Could be a combat trick. Could make something smaller. Sure, whatever. Stonebound Mentor is a 3/3. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, scry 1. Sure. Tanazir Quandrix. Flying and trample is a 4/4 for 5. When this enters the battlefield, double the number 1 on counters on target creature you control. When this attacks, you may have the base power and toughness of other creatures you control become equal to Tanazir Quandrix's power and toughness until the end of turn. Sure. For a big dumb trample deck? Seems good. That seems good. Double number 1/1 counters on target creature. So one creature can become boop, have many more. And then when it attacks, if it's like a one power and toughness creature. Yeah. Is it each creature? Oh yeah, of other creatures. Yeah, that's really good. If this thing swings out, you're pretty freaking dead. Sweet. Yeah, that'll see play. That's very good. Teach by example. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Yeah, it's like a double strike or double cost, whatever that thing's called. That's fine. Tend the Pest. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sack a creature. Create X/1/1 pests. Or X is a sacrifice creature's power. This is pretty cool. If you get one of those big idiots in the Golgari colors down that are about to sacrifice themselves, in response to that, you can just be like, I am going to sacrifice that and make a shit ton of 1/1s equal to that creature's power. Yeah, that's sweet. We can make many little idiots. I think I want to make a Jund sack deck with these cards. It's going to be fun. Thrilling Discovery. You gain 2 life and you may discard 2 cards. If you do, draw 3 cards. Oh, that's kind of cool. If you have shitty cards in hand, you can draw 3 more. Sure. Good for limited. Exile target monocolored permanent. Vanishing Verse. So if you're up against a monocolored deck, that's kind of cool. Velomachus Lorehold. Flying Vigilance Haste 5/5 for 7. When this attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to this card's power from among them without paying its mana cost. So at least you get a 5 mana card. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. That's good. This is good. I like this card. Venerable Warsinger, I like this card too. Vigilance and Trample. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, you may return target creature card with CMC X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of damage it dealt to that player. That's a very cool card. If you can like give her protection with L-Seed and then bring L-Seed back, oh, it's so good. Vigilance and Trample, love it. I love this card. I will play the crap out of this. Witherbloom Apprentice. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Love it. I would play that. I really like the Witherbloom stuff. Seems very cool. Witherbloom Command, 2 mana. Choose 2. Target player mills 3 cards, then you return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Destroy target non-creature, non-land permanent with value C or CMC value 2 or less. Mana value, whatever. Target creature gets -3/-1 until end of turn. Target opponent loses 2 life, you gain 2 life. Okay, this is the least appealing of the commands. This is kind of crap. Witherbloom Pledge Mage for 5/5 for 5. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, you gain 1 life. It's a good body. Yeah, good for limited. Zimone Quandrix Prodigy, a 1/2 for 2. For 1 mana and a tap, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. For 4 mana and a tap, draw a card. If you control 8 or more lands, draw 2 cards instead. That's pretty good. She's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good indeed. Alright, how much more do we have left? Enchantments and lands. And I'm not doing the borderless planeswalkers. Okay, we're almost there, chat. Enchantments, let's go. Biblioplex Assistant is a 4 mana 2/1 with flying. When this enters the battlefield, put up to 1 target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Oof. That's an expensive flyer. But it gets your card back, so that's not bad. Meh. Campus Guide. When this enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, then shuffle, and put that card on top. of your library, I'm assuming. It doesn't say on top of what, so I'm going to put it on top of my hand. Ha 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 ha. No. Cody, Vociferous Codex. You can't cast permanent spells. Add multicolored mana. Wooburg. When you cast your next spell this turn, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile an instant or sorcery card with lesser mana value. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put each other card exiled this way on top of your library in a random order. Oh my gosh. It's like word frickin' soup, man. Cody looks like fun for Commander. Cogwork Archivist, 6 mana 4/5 with reach, and for 2 mana tap, put target card from graveyard on the bottom of its learner's library. That's cool. Good for getting rid of, it's good for limited. Good for getting rid of annoying things in graveyards that can come back, or good for making sure you don't mill yourself out. Woo. Excavated Wall. It is a defender with 1 and a mill card. Gross. Why? Why more mill cards? Bugger off. Letter of Acceptance. 3 mana artifacts. Add 1 mana of any color and sack as a draw card. Yeah, that's good for limited. Reflective Golem, 2/3 for 3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only Reflective Golem, you may pay 2. If you do, copy that spell. You may choose new targets. Sure. Spell Satchel, an artifact. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery, put a counter on it. Remove a book counter from Spell Satchel, add 1. Remove 3 book counters from it, draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty useful. Good card draw, whatnot. Strixhaven Stadium is kind of cool as an alternate win condition, especially if you're playing like Vorinclex, sorry. Put a point counter on Strixhaven Stadium. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, remove a point counter from Strixhaven. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to them, put a point counter on it. Then if you have 10 or more point counters, remove them all, and that player loses the game. Haha! Team Penance. Equip creature gets +1/+1 Vigilance and Trample. Equip creature token. 1, otherwise 3. That seems cool. Zephyr Boots. Creature has flying. Whenever the equipped creature deals combat, draw a card, discard. Seems good. Access Tunnel. Creature. Target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked this turn. It's pretty cool. And then the rest is all just lands that I'm not super duper interested in looking over, but they do things. They do things. Alright, there you go, chat. That is the set. There's probably about 5 to 10 cards I could see as definite inclusions in standard. Most of it's limited stuff though, but yeah, should be fun to see what happens once, what's it called? Rotates, once Eldraine rotates. So yeah, that was my set review. All 3 hours of it, pretty much. Yeah. So thank you for watching. I am going to now go do stuff and things, but yes, if you are watching this on Twitch, thank you very much for watching here. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and if this is in multiple parts, which I'm sure it will be, just go and check in the description below. There'll be a bunch of different links to the other colors. Yeah, neat, cool. I'm very tired now and my voice is sore.